Why you don't need to work harder to create more success. Now, I have an entire brand that is called Work on Your Game. I'm not telling you that you don't need to work at all. And I'm not telling you don't need to work hard. I'm telling you that whatever level you're working hard at now, working harder is probably not going to be the difference between where you're at and where you're going. Why is this? Let's talk about this first of all. The maintenance man working in some big high-rise business building. Is he the highest paid person in the building? No. Is he the hardest working one? Probably. Does he have the hardest job to do? Probably. But is he doing the most valuable job? No, he's not. The CEO at the top floor of that building is doing the most valuable job, and value is not determined by how hard you work or what somebody else necessarily individually thinks about your efforts. It's about how much do your efforts and your decisions factor into the bottom line or the top line of a business's revenue. And the maintenance man, frankly, their decisions and their actions do not make that much of an impact on the top line or bottom line of the business. But the CEO's decisions make a huge impact. That's why the CEO gets paid the most money. Now, I'm not telling you that means that maintenance men are bad people or that you need to just accept things as they are. Actually, I'm telling you should accept things as they are with an asterisk, which is you need to get in the game and stop complaining about the game. Some of you didn't even understand what the game was. I just told you. The game is hard work is not necessarily your key. Your key is where are you working hard at? And it's not necessarily working smart versus working hard, because if you are smart at what you do, you should work hard at the smart things. Working harder, though, when you're not where you want to be, is not going to solve the problem, because all you're going to do is work harder at a thing that got you to a place that you don't want to be. So what you need to do is play a different game. Ask yourself the following really good question. It's an open-ended question that requires thinking. What, or where rather, can I apply my effort, my knowledge, my skills in a place to where the decisions, actions, and outcomes of my efforts would be worth 10 times more money than what I'm doing right now? Just ask yourself that question. Where could I apply my same level of effort, not working harder, just the same amount of hard work, where using my skills, knowledge, efforts, and what I understand, the ROI on my work would be 10 times higher than where it is right now? Now, before you say you don't know, I know you don't know. The question is challenging you to think, not know, to think, not what you know, what you think. The fact that you have to sit with the question is going to cause you to start thinking about it. And when you think about it, you're going to come up with an answer. And I guarantee you there is an answer to where you could make 10 times what you're making now for the same effort with the same skill set that you have right now. Now, getting there, taking yourself from where you are, untethering yourself from your current location and going there may not be so simple or so easy, but the answer is very simple. You just got to ask yourself a higher quality question. And most importantly, mentally, emotionally, you got to be willing to deal with the answer. This is where most people get tripped up. It's not that you don't have the information or the insight or the knowledge. It's just that you don't want to deal with what the information, insight, and knowledge are telling you. And I just gave you the game. Power Presence Protocol.